Actually, switch positions. You can look at me over here. Just more natural. You record? All right. What are the main goals of the 100-year plan for NEIT?
Well, New England Tech has a vision. Okay, we want to grow. We want to add more students to our campus. We want to add more buildings. We want to add more services. We want to become more like a full-service university, traditional college in that sense. In order to do that, we first off needed a lot of land to expand, and so we bought the 220 acres that we're currently on. And we created a plan for how we would use it over the next 100 years. And the 100 years is kind of an arbitrary figure to explain the fact that it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money to do these things. You know, these projects are very expensive, in the millions of dollars each building you build. So you got to really have a long-term plan to make sure you can do it all. And one building builds upon the next. And every time you do that, you know, the college then has to readjust to take in those new facilities and, you know, really expand the programs to meet them.
Excellent. All right. Next question. Well, since it seems like the main goal is becoming a traditional university, what are the biggest hurdles in achieving that goal?
Well, we want to become a traditional university in terms of our facilities and our services. We don't want to change our mission. You know, we are a technical college, and we want to maintain, you know, our future as a technical college, serving, you know, the industries in the local area, but we want to increase that area. So by adding dormitories, for instance, that gives us a reach for more markets, if you will. You know, people who right now come are usually limited to about an hour drive. If we have dorms, however, people can come from everywhere, and they can stay here, and they can do the exact same things that we're doing now, but without having to commute back and forth. So, you know, that's really the subtle difference between, you know, what we want to be and what we are now, is that, you know, our mission stays the same, but we expand our reach, and we think by expanding our reach, we can grow.
Excellent. All right. Last one was, with the vision, what are the most crucial steps that are being taken to achieve the 100-year plan as a whole?
Well, I think it's twofold. First off, you have to get your finances in line so that you can afford to do these things. And, you know, that gets into bond markets and, you know, hitting specific marks in our budget every year, and every, you know, being able to, you know, spend our money well and things like that. You know, so this college has a real long history of being very, very well run from a business point of view. The second thing is that, you know, you just can't put a dorm in and hope that everything is going to go right. You know, you have to put an awful lot of policies and procedures and get staff to make sure that when the students arrive here, that they will be able to live here not only comfortably and, you know, get food, but have things to do and have, you know, it's no longer that somebody's going to be here for maybe 6 hours, 3, 4, 5 days a week. You know, they're going to be here for 24 hours, 7 days a week. You know, so there's got to be services, there's got to be activities, there's got to be, you know, people to run all those things, people to manage all those things, people to basically work with the students to build up their use of these things. You know, it's a huge, huge undertaking to get all these things working. So for the last 2 years, actually, we have had consultants, we've had lots of meetings, we've had all sorts of different conversations to make sure that when we do this well, and that it succeeds. You know, because there's nothing worse than, you know, getting a bunch of people with nothing to do in a dark room, so to speak. You know, and we want to make sure that, you know, this is a successful thing for everybody, you know, that it's worth coming here, because not only do we have a beautiful place with lots of beautiful grounds, you know, but there's an actual athletic field, that there's tennis courts, that there's basketball courts, that, you know, as we grow, that there's a baseball field, and who knows what else that is going to be necessary to really maintain the growth and maintain, you know, a great atmosphere to be, you know, because people come to a college because how it feels. You know, when they walk in this building, there's a great tech vibe, and people really like that because they want to be a technologist. But if they're going to live here on top of this, you can not only coming here because of the quality of the education, but because of the quality of the environment. You know, it's going to be a great place to live.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Just noticed that. The mic right down there?
Yeah, that is
The
on the yellow